Tamil Nadu and West Bengal elections have surprised a lot of people. We see the rise of an actor as a CM in Tamil Nadu, and in West Bengal, the 15-year tenure of Mamata Banerjee comes to an end. With all these changes in the political landscape, we have brought on our show to discuss these situations. Ammara Zaheer is here with us, and she is a geopolitical analyst at PIPS Pakistan. We would like to have her insights on the situation. First of all, I would like to welcome Ammara. Welcome, Ammara, to the show.
Thank you, Humza.
We have a lot of questions that we need to discuss. And starting with the very basic, every few weeks we see that Tamil Nadu fishermen, they get caught in the Sri Lankan waters. They get arrested by Sri Lankan Navy. And when all of this is happening, what we see is that this has been a very core issue to the politics of CM Vijay when he was when he was fighting the elections, right? So what we want is, what people are expecting, would he be able to change the situation? Would he be able to contribute, and he be able to keep up his promises? Or the foreign policy is really out of his domain and he would not be able to influence the regional powers, nor would be able to influence the national government? What are your thoughts on that?
Yes, the most immediate flashpoint between the Tamil Nadu government and the Sri Lankan government is on the matter of the fishermen. It is happening every week. In February 2026 alone, 22 fishermen were caught by the Sri Lankan Navy, and in the later week, 12 more fishermen were also caught by the Sri Lankan Navy. So Tamil Nadu fishermen cross the international maritime boundary very often, and Sri Lankan Navy calls it poaching, but the fishermen call it survival. They say that their grandfathers have been fishing here for a long time, so they have a right here to fish there as well. So Vijay's party considers fishermen issue as a humanitarian issue, and he pledged that fishermen should not be arrested or imprisoned. And these are some strong words for a new CM that has just come into power. But in my opinion, he also set a trap for himself, because this is a recurring issue and a very hot domestic issue. So if he is not able to do anything about this issue at home, then voters will call on to him and ask him questions and hold him accountable that why has he not been able to do anything about this issue. So this is a trap maybe for himself, he has said. And in the coming years, on the coming days, we will see that what he be doing about this issue next.
Great. So now that all of this is happening, what do you believe would be the potential issues that the state, and as well as the national level government would face when it comes to these fishermen and these ideas that have been roaming around? And would he be able to manage that, or this would further complicate the international relations, the diplomacy between Sri Lanka and India that has been constrained for a while?
So yes, we have talked about the fishermen issue, but the next issues that historically have been there within the Tamil Nadu government and the Sri Lankan government, especially, have been the Katchatheevu Island issue. Katchatheevu Island is an uninhabited island in Sri Lanka that was given to Sri Lanka in 1974 by the Indian government. But Tamil Nadu government, ever since, people of Tamil Nadu has resented this decision of the central government. But central government considered this as a matter closed, but every CM has demanded it back now. So we will have to see that is Vijay any different from that issue or not. But Vijay has already called for retrieving the Katchatheevu Island, and he has been following the same template as the CMs before him. So, and he is also, and the Sri Lankan analyst also sees this as an uncomfortable truth, that every CM consider this issue as a leeway for themselves, and when they have unmet promises, economic strains at home, they reach out for this issue and make it as a nationalistic issue to draw the attention of the masses from the domestic issue towards these nationalistic issues. And then there's the matter of the Eelam Tamils. These are the Tamil people of the north and east Sri Lanka, and Vijay's victory has brought them hope, but also there's caution on their part as well. In 2013, we have seen that photographs emerged of a Tamil child who was being executed by the Sri Lankan soldiers. So Tamil Nadu Assembly passed a powerful resolution at that time, calling for a referendum there, independence of that region, and also sanctions to be put on Sri Lanka because of this issue. But New Delhi rejected these demands by the Tamil Nadu government then, and Colombo also moved on, and the business resumed to as usual. But we have to see that will Vijay be any different to this pattern, or will he follow the same pattern again? Then there's the matter of Congress. As we all know, that Vijay needed the seats of Congress to fulfill his demands for setting up the government in Tamil Nadu. And then there is the question of Congress. That Vijay, as we all know, needed Congress seats to fulfill his requirements for forming the government in Tamil Nadu. And Congress, as we all know, was in the government in 1987, and this was a time when Congress sent IPKF, Indian peacekeeping forces, to Tamil Nadu to restore peace in Sri Lanka. But the very Tamils it was supposed to protect, it ended up fighting. So there's a lot of betrayal sentiment within the people of Sri Lanka on the matter of Congress, and Congress is since an ally of Vijay, so we have to see how this issue unfolds as well. And in 2009 as well, when India's diplomatic cupboard helped Sri Lanka weather international criticism during the bloody wars, so Tamil people are not in the Congress is not in the good books of the Tamil people. So we have to see how this unfolds in the coming days, and how Vijay is going to wrap up this issue, is going to see this issue. So there is a lot of speculation on this issue as well. But initially, the Colombo played it diplomatically. President Dissanayake welcomed the government of Vijay in the region, and also the Premadasa, who is the opposition leader in Sri Lanka, he also sent gracious words to Vijay. But beneath these niceties, Sri Lankan press is nervous and watching carefully. And then there is the Sri Lankan government issue. Usually, after the 2022 economic crisis, it depends upon the Indian economy, and that dependency could actually be in favor of Tamil Nadu government, particularly on the 13th Amendment, a 1987 constitutional requirement for Sri Lanka to devolve power to Tamil majority areas, to Tamil majority provinces, which Colombo has delayed for nearly 40 years. So with the economic pressure coming from both New Delhi and Chennai, the delay becomes harder for Sri Lankan government to sustain. So we have to see how all of these issues will unfold in the future, and what will Vijay's government do about it.
So you rightfully mentioned the issues that we are seeing, and that this issue has been used as a pawn by the previous CMs as well, right? So when we talk about the current situation, Vijay has seen immense political momentum, economic support, and the kind of leverage he has had, the kind of support he has had. Do you think that he would be able to influence New Delhi? Would he be able to keep up with his promises, or do you think that he won't be able to succeed? And if you do think that, what are the reasons?
So, Hamza, to decisively say anything is premature at the moment. We have to see. We have to wait. The government is in still the initial stages. But Vijay has real political character, a political capital. He is a fresh mandate. He is a freshman face. He has economic weight, as we all know that Tamil Nadu contributes to 370 billion, nearly $370 billion economy into the Indian government. So when he speaks with weight. So the genuine issues still lie there. There's a matter of Congress constraints, then there are limits of state power in the foreign policy, and a political system that rewards talking about Sri Lanka rather than doing anything, actually things that are of actual change. So the fishermen will be arrested as usual, as this is a recurring issue. Katchatheevu Island will still remain with Sri Lanka. The Eelam Tamils will still be facing the problem of devolution, and Vijay will face the choice of every Tamil Nadu CM has faced before him, that what should I actually do, or what should I actually speak?
Great. Now that we have covered the Tamil Nadu situation, let's focus on the Bengal situation. West Bengal has been a great upset. And Mamata Banerjee's 15-year tenure coming to an end, and BJP taking the power, is something that has upset a lot of people. And what I want you to put light on or focus on is that why was BJP able to take over Bengal, because Mamata Banerjee is someone who has done the politics about welfare. She has done politics about Bengali nationalism, their grassroots, their roots in the situation. Each and everything has been very Bengal focused, right? So, what were the situations, be it social, economic, political, that led to the situation that BJP was able to form the government and Mamata Banerjee had to face the loss?
So, Hamza, first, I think what the problem has been with the Mamata Banerjee government was the anti-incumbency problems. Mamata Banerjee has been had been in power for nearly 15 years, that is long enough for the government to face fatigue, and even for the voters who once supported her now feel that the government has become too centralized or too predictable. And then there was the matter of unemployment and economic frustration. Bengal's economy wasn't collapsing, but it wasn't generating enough jobs for the youth and educated urban voters. Many people were leaving the state and the opportunities they were seeking elsewhere. So this created a perception that the government was not a strong welfare, but a weak government on weak that is weak on the growth and the development in the region. And then there were the corruption allegations as the issues of school recruitment and scam everyday cut money culture, and local party workers allegedly took commissions from the welfare benefits. So the people believe that the perception of the government they had developed was of a systemic corruption that was widespread. So people believed this is one of the most important issue that is to be believed is the cause of the fall of Mamata Banerjee's government in Bangladesh. Then there's the local dominance of the Trinamool Congress, and at the grassroots level, many voters felt that the party had too much control over the daily life and access to benefits, local health administration, even the political participation. This created a resentment in the urban and especially the semi-urban areas. And the last important issue that I think was the reason of fall of Mamata Banerjee's government was of the local level dominance of the Trinamool Congress. People believed that they had too much stakes in the lives of the people and too much control over the lives of the people. This created a resentment in especially the urban and the semi-urban areas of the region.
You have rightfully mentioned that these grassroots issues that Bengal was facing led to the situation that BJP was able to take over. But there's a very important question. Was it just partly this reason, or do you think in the wider lens that BJP has been able to reshape the entire situation, and Bengal being a Hindu majority area has been influenced by the wave of Hindutva and nationalism, and that is well also the reason that Mamata Banerjee was not able to form the government this time, while she was able to resist BJP forming the government many times before that.
Yes, the Hindutva ideology was a big reason in the demise of the Mamata Banerjee government in the region, in the province. The BJP government ran aggressive campaigns focused on identity, religion, and nationalism that work in the favor of Hindu vote. And also, there's the controversy of 9 million voter lists that have been changed in the constituencies in the West Bengal. So these two reasons combined were the main cause of the demise of the Mamata Banerjee government in the West Bengal.
That has been pretty insightful. But let's just bring the Bangladesh question into the discussion. So we have seen a lot of core issues like illegal migration, then CEA, NRC debates, border security, and the demographic anxiety that BJP has created among the Hindu voters that have been living over there. So how would you bring that factor in the reason as why Mamata Banerjee wasn't able to form a government this time?
Yes, West Bengal shares a long porous border with Bangladesh, and issues like cross-border movement, smuggling, and undocumented migration have been a part of local discourse for a lot of years. But in this election, that were pushed to the center during the elections. That was not the main concern. And the second is the migration concern and demographic anxiety. The BJP amplified the narrative that illegal migration was changing the demographic balance in the region in West Bengal. And then there is a CAA NRC debate. Bangladesh Bharatiya Janata Party positioned it in a way that to protect Hindu voters from Bangladesh while trying to identify excluding illegal migrants. This created a clear political divide with the Trinamool Congress and opposing it and framing it as discriminatory. And then lastly, there's the problem of security narrative that was created by BJP. This campaign was linked with migration, broader concerns about national security, border control, and identity. So trying to protect the local Bengalis from the larger nationalistic story. So this election was made to feel larger than state politics. So, meanwhile, the TMC government long-standing majority support image, which had earlier helped Mamata consolidate Muslim voters, was reframed by BJP government as an appeasement politics. So, this led to the demise of Mamata Banerjee government. All of these issues in consolidation were the bedrock of demise of Mamata Banerjee's government in the region.
That brings us to the end of this discussion today. I would like to thank Ms. Ammara Zaheer for being here and sharing these insightful thoughts with us. And if you have any question regarding the discussion, if you have any insights, any input, please let us know. Thank you so much.